All right, so here we have our warm-up. This will help us kind of continue what we did yesterday. We're going to try to find the tangent of x plus y given these two facts about x and y. So to do this, we're going to use this formula here, which is our tangent addition formula. We have tangent of u plus v, tangent u plus tangent v over 1 minus tangent u times tangent v. So what we're going to have to do here is if we're going to find the tangent of x plus y, we're going to need to do the tangent of x plus the tangent of y over 1 minus the tangent of x times the tangent of y. Now before we do that, we need to know what the tangent of x and the tangent of y are. So that's where we're going to take these ratios that we have over here and we're going to use those to create a right triangle. Okay, so first off here, if we see that the side of x is 2/3, what that tells us then is that if we draw a right triangle with x as one of the acute angles, that the opposite side is 2, the hypotenuse is 3, okay, and then we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the other side here. So if you do that, you'll get the square root of 5. So we can see the tangent of x be 2 over radical 5. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to bother rationalizing it because we're not even close to the final answer yet. And then for y, we have this value here. The adjacent would be 1. The hypotenuse is radical 5. Using the Pythagorean theorem, we're going to get the opposite as 2. Right? So 1 squared plus 2 squared equals radical 5 squared. So that gives us that the tangent of of y, is just going to be 2. So we have the values that we need, okay? Which, that seems like that should be tougher. It's really not. The simplifying is kind of a pain right here. So let's take a look. So to do this, the tangent of x is 2 over radical 5, and then plus 2. Then in the denominator, we get 1 minus 2 over radical 5 times 2. So we have a nice compound fraction here. So let's try to clean this up. And what I'm going to do is, we talked about this last week, I guess, or earlier. If we do have a compound fraction, all the denominators match for each term. They are just going to cancel out when we simplify and copy, change, flip. So let's go ahead and write this as, do a couple steps here. So 2 over radical 5 minus 2, and this is 1 minus 4 over radical 5. So I'd like to get these both to have a denominator of radical 5. And then from here, we can say 2 over radical 5 minus 2 times, 2 radical 5 over radical 5. We're not maybe as used to, it's just like multiplying by 2 over 2. Yeah, question?
Why did you change it to minus 2?
Oh, I didn't mean to. I totally made a mistake. Yep. That was just me making a mistake. Sorry. Yeah, it should be plus. Yeah. So that we'll get that. And then here, this will become radical 5 over radical 5 minus 4 over radical 5. Does that make sense what I did there? So I didn't change anything. I just got the denominators to match. Now they're all going to drop out. That gives us now 2 plus 2 radical 5 over radical 5 minus 4, which is going to give us the right numerical value. We still have a radical in the denominator, which we have to rationalize. Would be the one thing we still have to do. But if I were doing this on a test or quiz, I would make sure to get this step kind of clearly written in case the next step doesn't go well. Because we're going to have to rationalize this, and that's where we're going to use the conjugate. So we're going to write the numerator times the conjugate of the denominator, and then the denominator times its conjugate. Again, just a review of some algebra we've been working with some. And then once we've done this, we can go ahead and we just need to distribute on top. Then we're going to form a difference of two squares patterns on bottom. So up top, we're gonna get 2 radical 5 plus 8. Now, 2 radical 5 times radical 5 will just become 10, right? Radical 5 times radical 5 is 5, times 2 is 10, and then plus 8 radical 5. Now on bottom, we're gonna get, we'll get radical 5 times radical 5, which is 5. We know the middle terms cancel out because we have a difference of 2 squares. So it's gonna be minus 16. And then once we've done that, we can simplify. So we will get, line here, 18 plus 10 radical 5 over negative 11, which is okay. It's going to be better though. If you have the whole bottom as negative, you could either distribute it to the numerator, which is one option, or I like to just set it out front. So I'd say the opposite of 18 plus 10 radical 5 all over 11. And that's going to be our final answer there.